I am Al Watts. I am the former president of the National At-Home Dad Network, and been a stay-at-home dad for almost 13 years.
So tell me a little bit about the organization.
Yeah, the National At-Home Dad Network is a 501c3 nonprofit. We've been around, actually this is our 20th year running these conventions, and we provide support, education, and advocacy for fathers who are the primary caregivers of their children. And our purpose really is to empower fathers and to champion a culture that recognizes fathers are competent and capable parents.
Mm-hmm. What do people not know about at-home dads?
That they love what they do. You know, I mean, a lot of people assume that we are just kind of like in between jobs, something like that, and we just happen to be home for a while. But the men that are here today, they are 100% committed to their kids and their families, and they are passionate about it. And that's why we have 145 guys that are coming to Raleigh, North Carolina to talk about how to be better parents. And you only do that because you really love what you do. Just like any job has a conference, we do too.
Okay. What do you think one of the biggest challenges is for a stay-at-home dad?
Well, the same challenge that any parent has, you know, getting their kids to eat and to potty train, and you know, all those challenges of being a parent, I think, are the same all across. The one thing that is a little more challenging is just the societal perception that fathers are, you know, not as capable of parents as mothers, or that they should, maybe some people feel like dad should be working instead of staying at home. And the fact is that dads are just as equally capable of being parents as moms. There's only two things we can't do. We can't birth the baby, and we can't breastfeed them. Everything else is learnable, teachable, and all you have to do really is love your children and be committed to caring for them, and you can be a really good parent.
Okay. How old is the organization? 5 years old?
So the organization as a 501c3 was 2006, so that's 9 years. But the convention was started well before that, and so when the network, we got the 501c3, then it took over the running of the convention at that time.
Okay. How much do you think the societal perception of fathers has changed in the 9 years that you've been doing this?
You know, the big thing is just more acceptance of fatherhood, you know, and more recognition by the society in general that is more accepting of stay-at-home dads and active, involved fathers. They're starting to get it a little bit. What also is really a big change is that companies and brands are starting to understand that fathers, you know, are like us. You know, that they want to be involved parents, and so they're doing lots of messaging to fathers now. You know, I mean, Huggies has done some great ads that include dads in them, what they have never done before. Dove Men Plus Care, the entire brand is based on, you know, this idea that masculinity is more open-ended. You know, it's not like you have to be you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger to be a man. You know, it's not the way Dove Men Plus Care looks at it. It's just more. I think it's more reflective of what society is like, and that resonates with our guys. And I mean, let's face it, the research actually is telling them. It depends on which research you want to look at, but you know, in one it says that as much as 51% of fathers are the primary person in the household buying the groceries, and yet Dove Men Plus Care's research says that 7% of men say that they're being talked to. So I mean, men are buying these fathers are buying all these products, but nobody's talking to them. So they're starting to talk to them, and a lot of them are starting with us because we're kind of like the early adopters of, you know, involved fatherhood, as it were. So I mean, all these guys are buying groceries. All of them are buying diapers, you know, because that's what they do. And if they understand, and if a brand, for example, can understand how to talk to us, then they can talk to, like, my brother, who's a working dad, who occasionally buys things at the store because he's, you know, working a pretty full-time job. So, but that has been a really big change. It's been great. Is a sense of validation for what we're doing from society and from, you know, companies.
Okay. How can dads become involved in at-home dads?
You know, if you're a stay-at-home dad, you're a primary caregiver for your kids, Just got to go to our website, athomedad.org. There's all kinds of ways to get involved. We're big in social media, Facebook. We have a private Facebook group that just dads are. They can just talk about whatever issues you're having, whatever fun, the challenges you have and the successes you have. You talk about it. When we started just the group like a year ago, and we almost have 1,000 members already, just insane, because we don't do any like advertising. We're nonprofit, so we just have to, hope that people find us, And then we have this convention every year, so it moves around every 2 years. So this year is in Raleigh, Durham area. Next year will be Raleigh, Durham as well, and then we'll move it to another location. So is just go to our website and find our Facebook, Twitter, Facebook group, learn about the convention, and sign up and come and be here with your brothers.